Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome on in. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. That's right, I use my custom-made, homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. Hey, I am not your normal tarot reader. I'm a very blunt, in-your-face, no sugarcoat or sugarcoat kind of things here. So if you want that kind of reading, run away now before it's too late. So anyway, I am wanting to say thank you, and I want to say a very special thank you to your bestie Tansy. She was just having me on her stream a little bit ago. We had a nice little half-an-hour conversation and stuff like that. It was awesome that we were a part of each other, and she's going to be joining me in about an hour from now to do a part of her stream with me as well. So we're kind of doing a dual stream later as well. So get in mode for that. So get in line quick, guys, because at 10 o'clock we'll probably be switching to just chatting for a while and maybe going back to readings after we talk to Tansy for a bit. So, or maybe we'll do a reading live on air. You never know. So, but it was pretty awesome to be on her stream. I want to say congratulations to her. She's just become a new affiliate of Twitch. So that's a big achievement here. You got to get a certain amount of watch hours. You got to get a certain amount of people there. So that means that she's fulfilled the requirements to be at least an affiliate. Now, where she goes from here is up to her. But her journey is just beginning. My favorite baby streamer ever. Mwah, 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 mwah. So anyway. All right. So back into here now, guys. Gotta just close down a couple windows, and the mousey is being weird. So I love you, Tans, but I will see you in a little bit. I'm reducing the window for now, and then we'll go in. Hey, Light Seeker. Hey, Marshmallow. Let's get into doing some of your readings for today, guys, and let me know what you need. Light Seeker, welcome on back, and Marshmallow, welcome on back. So, I want to hug you too. Squishy, squishy, squishy. And love you and hug you and hold you and hug you and call you George. Oh, wait. That's the 5-year-old in me, sorry. Hey, we've just reached 500 followers! We've done it! We did it! We did it! We did it! We just reached 500 followers! Woo-hoo! That was my goal, guys. We are going to have a 6-hour stream coming up probably next week, maybe. Not this week. Probably the first week of February, okay? We'll plan for it around there. But congratulations and thank you all for helping me reach my 500 goal. It's taken me from October of last year to now to get to this point here, and that was my first goal, was to reach 500 followers. So I'm just so happy. Thank you very much, Bonds, for being my last and final 500 follower. I truly appreciate that. So woohoo, thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, someone has to let Tansy know. Welcome in, Bon. Thank you so much for being my final 500th chatter. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. Hey, you know what? It might not be for a long time, but heck, you are my 500 VIP. Okay, give me. And I said whoever was my first follow. Do you stream? For being my 500th follower, I've made you an instant VIP for helping me achieve my goal. However, that responsibility can go away if you behave badly, just to warn you. So I'm giving you that as a thank you for being my 500th follower. If you stream and you want me to shout you out at this time, go right ahead and shout yourself out. Go ! SO and their name. Let me just do it for you here. Let's just find out right now. All right, there, go check him out and see what they're playing over there at his games as well. So a little bit of promotion for my friend who just gave me my 500th follower. And I've got to do one more thing before I get into doing readings, guys. Because now what we got to do here is update the follow goal. Because we're on our way to 1K now. That is our newest goal. And we will have a 9-hour stream once we reach that goal. So, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And then I will get into doing Light Seekers readings and Marshmallows readings. Okay, I gotta tell her. I just reached 500 followers. Okay. Follow, go, follow, go, follow, go. Okay, follow, go. All right. Now, we are going to end this goal and reset this goal as road to 1K. Oops. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. We've updated the goal, guys, to now our follow goal will be road to 1K all the way, a 9-hour stream today. We're going to talk about that later with Tansy here. I got to turn her back down because I can hear her. Oh, sorry. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. How do you get a reading? Exclamation point join, Bon Bon, is how you do it. I gotta set my keyboard down here. It's acting funny. So, give me a second. I just gotta relight my candle real quick. And then we're gonna do Light Seekers and then Marshmallow. And then if you want a reading too as well there, my friend, just exclamation point join. That's all you have to do. So, hey, Light Seeker, if you're still here, throw me your numbers. Pick a number 1 through 10, and then also pick a second number 1 through 52. The first one is how many times I shuffle the deck for you, and then okay, we'll talk about that in a second there. And then I want you to pick a number 1 through 52. Okay? And if you have a question you want to ask in chat, please feel free to ask that chat. Alright? And then if cards pop out during when I'm shuffling, like if I'm shuffling those 10 cards and something falls out onto the deck, it's your turn to do that there. These are your God cards. So I just want you to know that when these happen here, after when I'm shuffling, we always get to those right after your major general reading, but that is something that we always get to. So Bon Bon, that's how it works here. And then if you have a question you would like to ask, please put it as simply as possible. If you just want a general reading, just say general. That way I know what you need today. All right, so we got 10 and 15 for Light Seeker. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, this one doesn't count because it's more than 6 cards. It has to be under 6 cards to count. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. 3. I knew one was coming. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you know what? That one's coming too. That one's coming too. 8, 9, and 10. All right. And the 15th card, general reading. We have 1, 2, 3 God cards for you as well. And then we have the 15th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this 15th card on top. And a general reading for you. All right. All right, I just got to put some more water in my cup here real quick. All right, here we go. So, here is your general reading for today. Tansy, I got to turn you back down again. I can't. I keep hearing her alerts go off. Her alerts are way too loud. I've got her at like 2% and I can still hear them. Tansy, you need to turn down your alerts. They're too loud. I've actually got to turn her off. I'm sorry, I can't. I'll be lurking, but she won't get some of the bonus points for having her volume up too high, and I can't pay attention to you guys if I'm doing that. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got some good news and some really effective things for you to hear today, my friend. All right, Light Seeker, you need a general reading right now. Okay, so, Light Seeker, we know that we have to close the door on the past from this point forward. We know that we've been reviewing it a lot lately and looking through all of the victories and defeats that we've had over our lifetime. Every time something's gone well and everything sometimes hasn't gone well. The past path is all about you reviewing that. And because you have it in the position of where your past is, it means the exact meaning of this card. So, I want you today to say to yourself, am I ready to start to turn my butt around and face my future? I no longer want to look back at my past and keep reviewing it and keep reviewing it. Am I ready to turn myself around and let the past be the past, but start to move forward? So that's what I feel like you've been working on currently and trying to overcome and get past. What you're trying to do at this moment is allow some of these things within your life to start to decay and die. There are these things that no longer serve you, that are things that are in your past, that you have to allow time to kind of let them go at their own pace. We're not just throwing them away into the garbage where they're going to go away instantly. It's going to take some time for them to dissolve so we can turn it into something that is going to be for our benefit someday. Because all these trials and tribulations that we were going through, all these things that was our history book, not our war chronicle. It's not the war you've won, it's just your history book. That's all it is. It's just the facts, all the facts and nothing but the facts. So we're allowing that decay to happen because we have been putting things out of our system. So we're just allowing the right time to come to let them become life-giving nutrient dirt again. And that means when it's ready, you'll have this really fresh plot of land with all the fertilizer you will ever need for nice, healthy growth in your life. And that's kind of what you're doing right now, is letting that old self or old past go a little bit, but you're taking your time with it because you need to take a slow approach to it. You know what I'm saying? But good news is that in your future, you have one of my very fortuitous cards because you got my card in my deck. Before I became the unknown prophet, I was called Unison. And before I became this man, I had a very dualistic kind of personality. I had two different worlds that I couldn't make fit together. I either thought I had to be the good behaved boy or the bad behaved boy. I didn't know how to make the difference between those two things. So in my life, I had to learn how to bring one note that was good, one note that was bad, to come together to create that symphony I like to call the gray in between. The place where I can walk and live my life and not worry about all and everybody else's stuff. Am I making the right choices and decisions for me? Sometimes that's going to hurt people. Sometimes that's not going to hurt people, or it's going to help people. But you have to learn how to bring both of those worlds together so you can start to walk that in-between world where it doesn't matter if you step onto the light or to the dark. You always come back to that center. And it is time for you to start to embrace those heartfelt dreams you've been having lately. The power that you have inside to believe in yourself and take ownership of this balance that you need back in your life again. Because that's what I had to learn. I had to start to believe in my power. I had to bring myself back into balance. I had to allow all of my attributes, the goods and the bads, to come together so I could love all of who I was. That's what the lesson I learned through Unison. And when I became the unknown prophet, I became someone new and different because I had grown beyond this name. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I was very, very confused about my path and my destiny. So I want you to know one thing right now. You have a destiny you have yet to fulfill, and it will be apparent to you somewhere later in life. One day you will look back and say, I remember when the unknown prophet said, this all happened for an exactly one reason. And you will get to the same point I did, where one day you will look out there and say, damn, I'm actually happy with everything I have in my life. And everything else, I don't care about. So that's kind of what's going on in your future. Adoring, welcome on in, first time chatter. But the reason you're going through all of this right now, your destiny card, okay, is telling you that right now you're choosing the right kind of new path that you want to be going on. And that means choosing a different kind of path. You don't have to walk. This is exactly the gray in between. This is what I mean. The unseen path is exactly how I would describe how to walk a gray in between, because you can set small obtainable goals that you know you can achieve that can take some time for you to do. You can also be very determined to get to those goals as quickly as possible. You combine both of those worlds together to make a path that you want to forge yourself. You're going to cut through the reeds just long enough till you can see the path ahead of you. Then you see what you have witnessed for the first time ever, this brand new path. But there's been one thing in your life you have yet to face, and it is time to face this one thing. You know, if you could get past this one thing that has been vexing you your whole life, if you could allow this to go away or find some way to be rid of it, that is what you need to start to consider now, because it's something you need to do within yourself that you need to start to face. And that is cutting through the reeds and finding your unseen path. And that means you have all the options that you want available to you. All you're doing is walking and looking for that next new journey, that next new mystery, that next new achievement, that next new goal. And that's kind of why you're going through all of this right now. So it's kind of trying to get you back to a center and grounded place by, yes, we had to look at the past, but we needed to let go of that. How are we letting that go? We're letting that go in a slow fashion because we want it to decay and turn it into something that can be for our benefit someday. All of that, we're using our most negative attributes as our power, is the most powerful thing you can ever do as a person. And then bringing those two sides of ourselves together to be that symphony and walk that gray in between is what we would call walking the unseen path, because it is one you forge yourself that you have all the power to do. And that is your general reading, Light Seeker. And then we have a 3-card God message for you as well today. So what is God cards? When I'm shuffling the deck, cards will sometimes pop out of the deck. You've been looking up to the sky or asking your higher power for an answer to a question lately. They want to answer you in no uncertain terms. This is usually when I can kick some spiritual ass. These are the most intense cards I will ever give anybody. So for anybody out there who wants these cards, just say, yes, I want to see my God cards, or say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. Okay, whatever way you want to do it is up to you, but I offer you that choice now. After that, we'll go to the next reading. So what does your higher power want to tell you that is trying to answer this question? And this actually makes a lot of sense. So, first and foremost, you are not missing anything, Light Seeker. You're not missing a piece of the puzzle. You have all the pieces you could ever need. They're all fitting together exactly how they're supposed to be fitting together. The only thing that's missing is for you to open your eyes and realize that the piece in this puzzle isn't missing. It's the unknown possibilities that have yet to happen, because we always leave room to grow. We always leave room to change. We always leave room to imagine and become something new and different. You're not missing anything. You have everything you need. Remind yourself of that you are not missing a puzzle piece any longer. You're just waiting for it to develop a little bit. So clear off the dust, or let this thing develop a little bit longer so you can see the whole picture. Start seeing everything right now today is one thing I need to tell you. And this is kind of my spiritual butt kick moment, okay, Light Seeker? I want you to look around at what you actually have in your life right now. I mean, take a nice, long, hard look and look at it from the perspective of a person who was like me, who lived on the streets for 3 months. Now, I lived a short amount of time on those streets, but my wife lived 3 years. Hey, welcome on in, DIMITV. Welcome on in. And the thing that you have to understand is you need to start to see things for how they truly are. And just look at how fortunate your circumstances actually are. Because I bet if you took the time to actually look at what you've got right now, you could actually find happiness in this if you wanted to. You just have to find the happy. And last but not least, it's time to extinguish those old fires that are no longer serving you any purpose. Those doubts, fears, anxieties, things that are not going on in your life right now, the people who you can't pay attention to or giving you that negativeness, people who are coming to you and asking you questions to help them fix their lives, well, guess what? It's time for the fires to go out and you to concentrate on the one fire that's standing in front of you. That's your fire. How are you going to feed that fire and make that fire go? Let's put all these other fires out so we can just concentrate on that one for right now. Huh? There you go. Butt kick, done. Sure. Can you see the cards confirm something for an account? Sure. What? Okay. Here are my cards. This is the unknown. This is the 5 Paths Tarot. You can also view all the cards on my Discord. So, yeah, actually, the cards can confirm a lot of different things, guys. Remember, my cards tell you what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know here. So, remember, what you're asking sometimes may not come back to you the way you think it's supposed to. You know, these are supposed to be for you and your journey. But I can answer any and all questions. And remember, guys, I want to put, if you want a reading, I want you to get in right now there, DMIT, because I'm going to close readings down, because I'm going to be having a dual stream with my friend, my best Tansy, in about half an hour. Well, like I said, I don't know what you're asking, DMT, but let me see what they can confirm that my account of Steam is safe from hackers. Tans is my friend. Did you know this? No, I didn't know that. That's why I was I kind of wondering where this is all coming from. But the cards can confirm something for an account, yeah, but they're gonna help you kind of find that resolution or tell you what's going on more than anything. Oh, well, good for you. I'm glad that you've known her that long. I've only known her a short bit, and I already love her. You know? But let's get to doing some, but if you want a reading, get in here now. Press exclamation point, join right now. I'm going to give you about a minute or two to do that. Otherwise, I'm closing the queue so I can be on time for Tansy's stream. All right, we're doing a dual stream together, and we might have to figure shit out, so... Well, I'm going to let you know, you're never 100% safe ever. There's always going to be a better hacker out there who, if they want your information, will go get your information. The only way you can ever keep yourself completely safe from that is to go off grid. And that means no computers, no cell phones, no anything. You go back to living without them. Now, if you're willing to do that, you'll never get hacked again. But if you're not willing to do that, then I would take the appropriate, get something like one of those places that can offer protection against hackers. I don't know if that's available where you're at, but if that is available, there are programs in America, at least, where we can purchase insurance from hacking. So, and they can help you recoup your money and everything. Depending on where you live, that may or may not be possible. I don't know. But it sounds more like in real life kind of an issue, not so much. But Marcy, why don't you start gathering your numbers ready and your question? I'm going to finish reading this here. Yeah, the best thing to do is always, if you ever get hacked or scanned by anyone, always change all of your passwords to new passwords. Always remind yourself that any new friend who wants to be your friend, make sure they are who they say they are before you give them any and all information online. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's me. Okay? I don't want to see your personal information. If you want to tell me things, great. But honestly, I want you to stay safe. So keep your information to yourself. And make sure, because I've been scammed a lot of times in my life, and telling you, I've learned my lesson the hardest way I could. I almost lost my house because of a scammer once. Okay? So, and just to let you know, we will talk about that a little bit, but DB, I am closing down the readings right now, so this is your last and final chance. But, okay. We're talking about how precious those things are to you, okay? We can always remake them. We can always do something else. Okay, good. All right, so Marshy, we want 7 and 7 for Marshy, though. We're going to get to doing their reading, and then we got Bonbons is next after that. Let me know you're still in chat, guys. I will get to you in order, guys. I always go in order, but I do take my time with everybody, okay? But when it's your turn, it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 7th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In about a half an hour. We're going to do that in about a half an hour. That's why I wanted to make sure I got through these last 2 readings first. So, sorry, I think it woke my wife up. So, a general reading, we want to know, let me just make sure, what was your question there? As for the question, I want to know messages from Hermes. Didn't we just talk about that? You want? Okay. So you want to know what Hermes messages are trying to get to telling you? Why is he sending you these messages? So I want to ask you a question in return. What are you not doing as far as communicating? Ask yourself if you're doing one of these things. Am I being open and honest with myself? Am I being truthful to the person I'm communicating with? And are they being truthful back? If they're not willing to work with me any longer, do I hear them telling me that? If I'm not hearing that, then why are you sending me these messages, right? That's the question at hand. I will be on Twitch. I don't do YouTube anymore. I only do YouTube as a rebroadcast now. I don't go on there and take people's readings anymore from there. We're being rated!
No way.
Yep, by Tansy. We've reached 500 followers.
Woohoo!
The wifey is here. Looking like she's feeling pretty good today. So
Yeah.
I don't have any tobacco because I haven't been out there because it was really icy out there. So I didn't go out there. So Marshy, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So why are we not getting the messages right now? Because we need to practice listening a little bit. And active listening skills here are done. We closed the queue for people so we could have time to do visit with Tansy, but I'll open it up for you, lady. But okay, jump on in now. Jump in. Get in there. One more time. Give it 30 seconds. Jump on in. I'll give you one. I think I have time for one more. So, and then we're going to do that dual stream on there. Yep. I'm going to close this back down, though. I'm letting you in as my special guest. So, but you want to know why this is happening, right? Well, the seeds that you planted long ago, the thing that you wanted to learn how to do was what? And that is why you intrigued to lady. Oh, yeah. And the one thing that the seeds that we are about to plant down into this ground are those physical, mental, and spiritual seeds that are starting to bloom, and you're starting to go gather those crops up. And that means we have to become an active listener. I'm one of the best listeners out there because when I'm in a group, the thing I do the most is sit, watch, and listen to what everybody else is saying and take it all in and allow myself to see the world for what it truly is and how people actually communicate and react to one another. I've done a lot of studying of people, and that smells like green a little.
It is.
Ooh.
I tried to wake you up last night when I found it. This is the last of it.
I'm going to have a small puff of green. Did you have enough? I don't want to kill it unless you are done. Thank you. All right. Anyway. And yeah, silence scares you. And that's why you're going through what you're going through right now with Hermes. Sorry about that, guys. I was just taking a very small, tiny hit of cannabis to help with the tiniest bit of pain we're both having today there. Well, Beth was in a flare for almost a month. I don't know if she's feeling that today or not.
Not as bad.
Okay.
The drugs they gave me last night
are helping a lot. Okay. But you know more than anything that, yeah. You know more than anything that's something we needed to work on. And that's why we planted those seeds, so they could start to grow in our garden. We've had to have that life-giving nutrient dirt. What do you think you have right in front of you right now? Huh? Marshy Mellow, you have life-giving nutrient dirt. They're telling you now is the time to actively start to actively listen and learn how to hear people. Now, listening and hearing are two different things. Hearing means my wife said something and I heard her. Listening to what she says means looking into her eyes and staring at her and making her aware that I'm communicating with her. And as she stares back with me with a very creepy grin, and I think she's going to go zombie on me. Ah!
Brains!
Okay. But you know what I'm saying there. And that's why he is kind of stopping with the messaging for a while, because that you need to listen a little bit more. But planting those physical, mental, and spiritual seeds that you need in your life, that's what happens and what has to happen. The communication issue, you want to know why this is going on in your future? Not only do you get this answer from Hermes himself, but you get it in my deck too. This is the communication card. You have to be like a vine that has to weave itself through all the other plants and helps all those other plants communicate through those lines and through those vines in which they spread every way. So it's time to stretch yourself out and put out those feelers and start to listen and hear those communications so that you can be that active listener that's ready to hear. Because what do we want that? Why do we need that first? Because we want to make sure you hear us when we tell you the next thing. So until we know you can hear us, we weren't going to move on to that kind of a relationship. We have to start working on this relationship that's communicating with self first. Our physical body to our mental body to our spiritual body. You need to start to meditate a little bit more. You have the reason you're going through all of this right now is you're in the dark mirror, but not any dark mirror, the dark mirror of the unknown possibilities, the place where dreams happen, the place where anything can happen, where your will and intent and your thoughts go into to manifest into your life. Now will be the time you can look towards the light instead of the dark because you've already spent enough time there. So it's time to turn your happy butt around and view the light that's right behind you, because if you're looking in the mirror, what is right behind you? That is the dark. If you're looking at the light, what is right behind you? That is the light. So move the mirror already. And you wanted to know something else about Aphrodite? I have to kind of go back in the chat here and read. Intrigued, lazy, nope. Yeah, person listening. If you wanna recap that for me, but basically Hermes is gonna still be there with you for a while. He's doing this for a reason. When you've learned what you need to learn, he will start to communicate again with you. That's how you know you're doing it right, okay? When you start to hear him again and start to hear that voice again from Hermes, then you're going to know that you're on the right track. He says he will start to do this. He will tug an ear, something like a tug at ear feeling from now on when you're on the right track. Do you accept that? Because it's a physical thing you haven't felt before. And your main guide is right there trying to help you with you. You're not alone in this. You're not alone. You got so many people who want to see you become what you want to become. So remember that when you start feeling a tiny bit of a tug somewhere on the ears. All right? You're on the right track. Next. Bonbons, 9. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you. Let me clear these cards off for you so that I can do the reading that is right for you today. Sure can. I love that. He was paying attention. I don't have to explain again. All right, 7 card shuffle, 14th card in. We need a lovely Valentine's kind of love reading for ourselves. So what do we need to know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God cards. 3 God cards for you there, Bon. All right, and the 14th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. Nope, almost did it. All right, gotta go back. Almost to 15, 14. Got 14 on top. Sorry, almost messed up. Oh no, not that. Had to count backwards 2 whole cards. Okay, we got the right cards though, right? Okay. So what do you need to know about love? And what do we need to know how to find it? Well, I think this is going to be a very empowering message for you today and give you some much needed hope. First of all, the first thing that's stopping you is you're so scared of being hurt again that you're not willing to try something a little bit outside of your normal dating standards, okay? We've been dating a certain type of person for a while, and we've been attracted to that kind of person for kind of a while. But I kind of want you to start to see the other side of the spectrum a little bit and start looking to that other side a tiny bit. That's the exact kind of opposite of what you were just in. Maybe we need to experience something better or worse before we can really define what love truly means. But you can't be frozen in place. You have to stop your feet to the ground and just move forward one way or the other. So when you are ready to stomp your feet to the ground and say, I'm ready to move forward, that's when this will start to begin again. I kind of feel like that's where you've been at right now, honestly. And that where you've been trying to come out of, you've been doing and stepping out of some of it, but then getting stuck back in it again and unstuck and stuck and stuck and unstuck and stuck like that. So you're trying. At least you're trying, you know. But the thing that you need to start to do the most right now, bonbons, is get around the people in your community. There's someone in your circle right now who loves you or is attracted to you or has a crush on you or something like that. Okay? And in your community right now, they're all coming together to gather in this kind of gathering thing. So I see you kind of going to a lot of gatherings within your community and stuff like that, or starting to do that. And I want you to remind you that the fire that you want to light in the center of that circle is the fire that you want to create. So be sure of what you actually want in love. Let's fall in love with the soul. Let's not fall in love with the body this time. Let's start to write down 10 attributes that will make up the person who I will fall in love with someday. Let's write those 10 attributes down today. And then we're going to go out into our community, and then anything that matches that little bit of thing, you have to match at least 7 out of 10 is my rule, okay? You can miss 3, but you got to match at least 7 out of 10. Since you picked 7 as one of your lucky. Sorry. Ooh. But just get back out there. Your friends are going to help feed the fire, but you're still the one in control of the fire. And you have to keep that burning for yourself and remind yourself that you are ready, that you are worthy of love, that you are ready for a different kind of relationship, a healthy one for a change, right? And what we need to do before we can move forward is to let go of some of this stuff, our bad old habits that we know we've kind of had to learn from a little bit over here. And we're not just going to throw them away. We're going to take our table scraps and we're going to put them into our mythical compost pile. They're going to slowly start to decay and die and start to turn into life-giving nutrient dirt someday. But the beginning of the process has to be throwing it into the compost pile first. So we have to allow ourselves that room to be able to get something that which we want. We must let go of something else. So those bad dating habits, those bad things that we did when it was our fault or when it was our responsibility to do these, are we being open and honest and communicative? Are we being a team together as one? We're the most powerful thing that could ever exist. Are we still able to have our own separate things and still be that team? Can we have different things and different common interest or whatever, or even have different friends and still come together and still say we love each other and anyway, we're not worried about anything else? Are we being as open and honest as we can be and telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth? So help you everything you believe in. And there's got to be that love in return. If you don't feel that back in return, then that love isn't there. And the last and final thing that you have to remember in the best, healthiest relationship is it takes work. It will never, ever stop being work, because the more you work at it becoming better, the better it becomes. 18 years has proven that to me. If you want any guy's experience, 18 years of marriage, this woman here, crazy. I love her, but she's crazy, okay? But the reason why you're going through all of this right now, Bon, is because you're just like my father. My father was a very lone wolf for a very long time in his life. Will someone let Tans know I might be a tiny bit late from 10 o'clock because I have one more reading to do, but I'll be in there as soon as I'm done with the readings, okay? Will someone please go let her know so I don't have to go do that? Any one of her friends still here? All right? But my father was a very big lone wolf. He didn't know how to handle his emotions. He had a lot of alcohol and drug problems in his youth. He had a lot of big problems having this thing that's going on in their lives. And he was kind of one of those people who wasn't ready for responsibility. He wasn't ready for anything, you know. He wanted to go out and he was the good boy most of his life. He wanted to go out and have fun for a change because he actually had a choice now. He didn't have to live under the tirade rules that he was brought under. You know what I'm saying? So he went out searching for a new family. Now, this kind of transitioned into the life where he met my mom and stuff like that. They were married for quite at least 8 years. I don't know how long it was, but I know it was at least 7 to 8 years because I remember going to visit my father around the age of 8 in a different place. So, but anyway, he went out trying to find a different family. So he found a different family that worked for a while, but he still wasn't satisfied because he wasn't fixing the stuff that was on the inside. He was trying to fix it with the people he was trying to meet, you know. And the thing that he always used to do is he used to hold back all the good emotions or soft emotions. He never used to show that. He was always this angry, tough guy who gets through anything. And if you mess with me, I'll kick your butt kind of guy, that kind of guy. But in his life later, he met another woman who was a better match to her. She's the woman who actually brought me and my father back together. Because you can about imagine that kid who keeps getting shipped around to other places doesn't exactly love his father for a little bit. And I did that for a short bit of time. But we came over it, we came past it, and now we have a good, healthy son-father relationship. But the thing he had to learn how to do before that happened was let those emotions out. He calls himself the Blue Wolf because he howls at the moon. Howl! I love you. I'm a part of you. I don't need to be a leader. I don't need to be a follower. I just need to be a part of. And what part of the family do I want to be a part of now? Well, guess what? A couple of years after that, he remarried my birth mother again, and that was the last relationship he's ever had because my mother passed away about 5 years ago today. 5 years ago, last month. And when he did that, he called out to his one true family. So it's time for you to bring that song in your heart and bring that up into your very being and stuff like that, and howl at that moon for your one true family to come to you. So you're not having to go search for anything. They're going to hear you and come to you. So put that good energy out there. Step up the flirting game. If you're really ready, put up your dress game a little bit. Look as presentable as you want to look. Make sure you go out there presenting yourself and nothing else but yourself. That is your general reading for today, Bonbons. And we do have God cards too as well. We have 3 of them. I'm going to take a sip of this water here. So if you've been listening, you know that these can be even more extreme cards or answers from your higher power telling you the answer you've been asking them to give you. So here it is if you want it. Please let me know if you would like to see your God cards. And then we're going to ladies reading after that. So either way, lady, you are next. And then after ladies, we will be going into Tansy's stream and doing our dual stream with her. I want to make sure she knows that. Oh. That's right, she raided into me. She ended stream. Never mind. Ha ha ha. So if you're here, Tans, just refreshing the stream here. Okay, you're still on there. Now I want to make sure that, and I have to go back to Discord again, just to make sure I got that here. Okay, and then you want to see your God cards. Yeah, I was just making sure I fixed something real quick there. Wow. Today is a good day for you there, Bon, because not only do you have a very good message from just your general reading, there's an after effect of this, and this can kind of kick your ass sometimes, so I think it will do just that for you because I think you really need to hear this. First and foremost, it's time to start to plant new seeds into the ground. You want yourself to grow in a new, different way? Well, start to plant the right physical, mental, and spiritual seed that you can work on. One thing you can work on right now, not 5, not 10. One good thing you can do for your physical body. One good thing you can do for your mental body. One good thing you can do for your spiritual mind, body, and soul. All right? And start to plant those into that life-giving nutrient dirt that's right in front of you right now. And plant them in and make them grow. Take care of those seeds like they are everything you've ever wanted. If you take care of them, they will become exactly what you want them to be. Number 2, you like to look into the dark mirror a lot. You look into the abyss more than you look into the light. And I want to let you know that it's okay to look in the dark for a while. But we can only look into the unknown before we have to turn around and face the light and walk towards our future and our light and our happiness. We have to make a conscious decision that maybe today is the last day I stop beating up on myself. I stop hating myself for what I can't do with my life and start saying, what can I do? And maybe it's time to start saying all that stuff in no uncertain terms, because the first person I need to say it to is me before I can start sharing it with anybody else. I might think I'm ready, but there's still that last little bit of cooking time I need before I'm ready for a real, solid, good, loving relationship. And number 3, you not only got my father's card, you got my mother's card in my deck. Now, how rare is that you get my father's card and my mother's card in this reading today? Just wanted to show that off again. So my mother, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gardenia rose. I'm not going to get too heavy into it, but there's 3 definite things I need to tell you today, Bon Bon. And guess what? The gardenia rose is one of the most resilient flowers in nature. It can grow in light, it can grow in the dark, it can pretty much grow anything. It's a very symbiotic plant. It grows within all the other plants and helps them stay healthy. And it helps them turn back and give those healthy things in return. And the thing you need to start to do right now is you need to start to live for you and what you want to do for yourself. Because you've been living the hard life. You've done your job, and it's time for you to do you now. So whatever the past was from this point forward, it's time to look and turn your life around for something better. My mom was an alcoholic. My mom raised 2 kids on her own with no father who was barely there. In the 80s, with very limited funds. We lived on food stamps. We lived on getting things from the Salvation Army and stuff like that. We never got Toys for Tots or anything like that. Or something like that. So she didn't she didn't have the best upbringing either. And what she had to do was start to give into her creative impulses finally. She did her job of raising 2 boys. It was time for her to follow her dream now. Right? So my mom, she went into business creating Christmas wreaths and spring wreaths and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's something you're into or not, but something creative in your life right now will be coming forward for you to help you move through some of these changes that you want to make. And here comes the butt kick. Are we ready for your mythical butt kick today there, Bon Bon? Just want to see the words I'm ready. Because this one's going to hit. I need you to really open up those ears and listen when I say this to you. Okay? Because this comes from my mother to you, and the mother that I love in heaven, and the mother I believe in here on earth, and the mother I believe in every woman that has ever existed. So Mom is coming. Number 1, and listen. You have the power. Don't let anyone ever tell you ever again that you do not have that power. You, my friend, are powerful and strong. I don't ever want to hear the words, I don't have the power, ever again. number 2. You are loved by more people than you could ever be possibly imagined by. You don't know how many people you've made smile and laugh along the way. You don't know how many people who are grateful that they had you in your life. You don't know how many people appreciate you now and love you now. Open up your ears. You are loved by way more people than you're giving yourself credit for. I don't ever want to hear the words, I am not loved ever again from you. And last but not least, and the last and most important thing I want you to hear. It is time to carve your own goddamn destiny. Put your fingers in the sands of time and draw a line that you will cross, that you will say, I will become. I will carve my own damn destiny. Don't let anyone ever tell you how to do it. Not even me. You do it how you want to do it. Whatever comes to you in your mind that seems like your life you want to live, the thing that you want to do, it's time to carve your own destiny. They're giving you a blank check to carve whatever kind of life you want. They don't give a lot of humans that opportunity. You have that opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. And those are my messages from my mothers to you. And that is your God card message for today. Thank you very much. I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for being my 500th follower. Thank you and welcome to be my instant VIP for whoever reached 500. Whoever is my 1,000th follower will also get a VIP status as well. But I want to let you know that that will only last about a year and a day unless you prove you want to stay here and be a part of my stars. So welcome to the stars, Bon Bon. I appreciate that. You're very welcome. So, and as I like to say, those 3 cards all together mean one message. So you'll have to kind of think about that a little bit, but I think you kind of already got it. Lady, let's throw those numbers into chat. Let's do our last reading, and then let's get over to Tansy's channel and do some awesome things there. Ooh, lady, I have questions. I have queries. I have wonders. Are you here? Ready? Rock and roll. Yes, I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man with delusions of grandeur, a God complex, and yes, I'm completely nuts. There you go. And my wife said, what else is new? And I have to find a way. We're just going to have to do this for now. You know what we'll do? You don't really need any of that for a while. Lady, pass. You wanted a reading? You better be here for it. First official call for lady. You get 3 calls. If you're not here for them, I'm out of here. I'm going to go see Tansy. DD Engine, welcome indeed. I'm sorry I've closed readings for right now because we're going to have a collab stream in about, as soon as I'm done with these last calls or ladies reading, whichever comes first. And then we're going to go over and spend about maybe an hour or so with Tans, a half an hour at least with her. So we will be reopening readings after that, which will probably be around 11 o'clock, depending. So we're going to take about an hour break. I am going to take a restroom break before I go do the Tans thing. So if I don't get this last reading from Lady here, I'm going to go see if I can find smoky stuff and also on that stuff as well. And as I like to say, these are completely 100% free readings here. I don't ever expect you ever to do anything for me, but I want to thank you for everything you do, whether it's a donation, looking at my 5 Paths Tarot deck, whether you're looking at my Discord channel or joining any of my socials or getting to know who I am as a person, go to that Linktree site and that About page down there. It's got all the links for you, my friends, so you won't have to go searching for everything, okay? I did all the work for you. And lady, this is your second call. Second call for lady. I'm giving you exactly till 10 o'clock. and then my time. That's 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes my time. So you have 2 minutes. Yep, so go join my Discord channel. That's where you get the most up-to-date information. That's where you get to see all of my cards in real life. You get to see every one of them all out for you to see. And you can also see about my Kickstarter campaign and all those other stuff. And if you're a part of my Stars program or you're a VIP, you automatically get into my Stars program. You get news before anybody else gets news. Unless I say it here on air, of course. Lady, you have 1 more minute. 1 more minute to respond, lady. 1 more minute. And then we are going to go take a small break, restroom break. And then when we come back, we will be rejoining Tansy in her stream for a dual stream. I got to try to see if I can find some way to let her know that real quick. So if anyone's seeing Tans out there, I just want to let her know. Oh, okay, never mind. So I'll be there after I take a small restroom break and stuff like that. So, but I've got the Discord all ready to rock and roll here. I've got you up on my panel. So in case we have the voice thingy happen with me too, well then I got Discord open ready to call you, okay? And then we got the Twitch stream is all ready to rock and roll. And I think I fixed OBS so it'll work on screen and stuff. We'll find out. Technical issues. Lady, that was your last and final chance. Last and final chance for your reading. Going once. Going twice. Soul American. Clear the readings life stuff. Okay. We'll get back to that later. All right, guys. I'm going to take a 10 to 15 minute break here. Like I said, I will be back as soon as possible. I gotta go potty. So we'll see you in a little bit. We are back. Let's see if we can bring her on stream now. Okay, here we go. Here's the big one here. Okay, now we've got her on screen, and I'm just going to put her right here, guys. So, oh, you want to see some... I don't have a really good chat box. So, my chat box is kind of weird. So, we'll put her right there. And let me call her on the old Discord here real quick here. And get her up in the... I may not be able to join again. Some guests came to visit. Oh. Okay. So, you're saying you don't want to do that now, your bestie? Is that what she said, guys? Just looking for some clarification of what's going on. I'm seeing a message as I'm coming back now. If anyone can fill me in, I don't know what's going on. I was like gone 12 minutes. It's not, I wasn't even gone 15 minutes. So she's got people coming to her son to visit. Well, it's still your home, right? Tell them to go away. Bring them on stream. Make them a part of the show. No. I'll do a card reading for them. Scare them. Come on. Let's do it.
Hello.
Are we doing this or not? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got like 15 minutes before they come.
Okay, then I'm not going to worry about... We'll do this a different day. We did it early on in your stream. We'll revisit this at a later time because she's got some people who are coming over that she's got to take care of real life right now. So we'll go let her take care of it in real life, and we'll see her at a different time. We'll reopen readings, though, okay, guys? So we'll get back into doing that after I have a quick smoke break. Goodbye, Tans. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey today. I'm glad I got to be a part of it. Huh? What? I missed what she said. What? Hello?
Thank you for hosting me.
Oh, you're very welcome, hon. Thank you for hosting me as well. So I will let you go and let you get into doing what you have to get ready for.
Sound like an idiot.
Huh?
But yes, thank you all for being so welcoming as well.
Yeah. So if you want to talk for just a short bit, for as long as you can, and if you gotta drop off, I understand. Just say gotta go. They're here. Do you want to do that, or do you want some time to get ready for them? Okay, I think that's our answer, guys. Okay, give me a second here. I'm closing all of my windows down. Oh, except the one. I need back up here. Okay, so give me a second here. We're going to reopen up readings, guys. So I will be doing that here in just a minute. Just give me a second to blah 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 blah. Yeah, you should all give my wife a bunch of credit. She deals with this guy, for 18 years. And she said she loves it. So, okay. I'm not going to argue with her. Okay, since Tan's had to get going, let me give a second here. I just got to take her off the screen here. Okay, we did that. We're back to normal. We're back to everything we're doing here. Great. Guys, we're back. Why is this not clearing? Okay, there it goes. It cleared finally. All right. So I'm just refreshing my stream. And give me a second here. We're reopening readings. Don't go anywhere. I was going to be doing a dual stream with someone, but they had some company come unexpectedly. So we're reopening them right now, Jing. Right now, we're reopening. I just came back from a break. And we're reopening readings absolutely right now. They are open right now. Thank you very much. Okay. So we're back, guys. We're back into reading mode. And I would like to announce that we did have our 500th follower today, and we are on our road to 1K. Now, we will be having a 6-hour stream somewhere in February, probably the first week of February and stuff like that. So I want you to know that today we did reach our goal, and we will be having that happen. So now we're on my last and final goal is to reach 1K followers. And once I've reached that, I will consider myself a success here on Twitch. I don't need any more than that. Everything after that will be gravy, because that was my goal when I first started. 1K followers, to have a nice community like I'm building right now, to be able to give people awesome good readings and stuff like that. So give me a second. I'm just going to take a quick hit of this very kind of sweatish tobacco and hope I can get a puff out of it and still save enough for Beth later. It was like black ice this morning. Oh my God, was it bad. But okay, Jewberries, you're first in line, though. Let me do these cards a favor and cleanse them off just to get them ready for your reading today, okay? And then please pick your numbers if you remember that. Otherwise, I will remind all of my people here who haven't been here before. I ask you to pick numbers here. I ask you to pick a number 1 through 10. I'm going to shuffle that many times for you. So 1 through 10 only, please. Then I'm going to ask you to pick a number 1 through 52. That's where the answers you are seeking are in my deck. Now, if we are shuffling the deck, when cards pop out, when I'm shuffling, these are your higher power cards or God cards. God cards, I call them. They're the most extreme, powerful message you will receive from me. So we always do that for people. Always take the first card out of the deck, randomly put it back in, throw me your numbers while I take this little puff and this drink so I don't sound like a grizzly bear.
Well, I can talk like this all the time, and you can sound like this, and you know, I can talk like this, and I can be this crap.
Anyway, I'm doing pretty awesome, actually, man. I am doing very well, thank you for asking. Okay, so how do I deal with my male teacher? Okay. Four and 28, 26. 1, 2. Here, that was 2 still. I didn't drop them. 2. You're gonna have 1. 3. Yep, I knew you were gonna have 1. And 4. Jew Bears, you have 2 God cards today. And then we have the 26 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 26 card is now on top. Let's get that answer for you. How do I deal with my male teacher? First and foremost, I want to make sure that you're safe, that he's not doing anything illegal to you that is not by your consent. First and foremost, if that is happening, please seek your local police or authority figure. If it's something like that, that's something I can't help you with. But if we're talking about some other things, which I think we're talking about here, just want you to know that I am a person who has been formerly abused by an older adult, and I will let you know it is not any fun. I don't care if it's sexual, mental, or whatever. I've been abused all sorts of different ways in my life, and I've overcome all. So, you know, that's kind of like here. We're going to put these cards back. I got to move this card, this a little bit more this way, so I don't have to move my cards out of where I usually like them. So anyway, so Jew Bears, what do we need to know about the male teacher? First of all, we know there has to be a change. Something's got to change here, okay? Appropriate relationship between, teacher and student right now is what we need to do, okay? If it's anything other than just a teacher-student relationship, then but I don't think he's doing that I don't think he's doing it to be like a come on to you. I think he's just trying to be a caring adult. Okay, let me see what you wrote. He said he looked unhappy. He said I looked unhappy, which I thought was kind of unnecessary. Well, Or are you unhappy at the moment and hiding something about that you weren't happy about at the moment? Maybe he just had enough intuition to him to say, someone looks like they need help. I want to make sure and check in on them. If that's all that he did, then I don't really see why you're up in arms about it, but remind yourself that the change has to happen. You have to decide what you want to change. You can decide how much change you're ready for. You know? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And one of the things you need to do is just pick up the right kinds of change right now. When you're ready for things to go in a different direction, just remember he's probably just looking out for you as a concerned adult. That's what I really feel is going on here. I don't think he's trying to do anything extra than that. He's just a concerned adult who thought you looked like you could use some help. So I would take it more as a compliment that he was actually concerned enough and cared enough about you to do something about that. He wasn't trying to take control of the situation. He wanted to make sure you were okay and in control of what was going on. Because in this scenario, this male teacher, between you and them, it's about how you control the ebbs and flows of where you want things to go in your life right now. So just remind yourself that you feed the fire that you want to start to feed that's right in front of you. So if you want school to be your focus, then take everything else as just a nice little compliment. We're going to brush off of ourselves. If it becomes anything other than that, inappropriate or not by consent or something like that, yeah, like I said, he thought you needed some assistance. He might have thought he saw a cue of you looking unhappy, or was he trying to get you to understand a lesson he was trying to teach you and you didn't think you were paying attention? Okay, good for you. There you go. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know that, Marcia Mello. So, but you taking better control of your ebbs and flows of life and controlling what fire you want to feed, you get to decide how fast or slow you want your life to go. No one can tell you where you want your life to go. You're more put together than people think you are. And that's kind of what they're getting this appearance issue where something you do maybe in a not on an intentional way, but you kind of come off sometimes as someone who needs a little bit of assistance once in a while. Like you're afraid to ask for help, so people come try to offer you help when they think, even when you don't need it. And sometimes even when you need it, they're still offering the help. You can always pin it on a shirt. You don't have to, And that's what the Great Oak card is meaning. It means you're getting to that in the future. This is all going to help you get to that point where you're okay with you. Jew bears. And the reason you're going through all of this is because you are being very defensive. Sometimes when people are being extra defensive or they don't want people around them for whatever reason it is right now, okay? Even if that's just I need my space kind of a moment, okay? But we put up this defensive posture and then people kind of go, oh, I see you kind of trapped and not moving and not growing in certain ways. So the reason why they think you're not growing right now is they think this defensive posture means I need help, when it means I just need my space right now, kind of a deal, So they're getting that appearance of that you need that. So kind of bring down those walls a tiny bit, show them that you're trying to grow, and explain to them maybe, hey, I'm perfectly fine and happy. Thank you for asking, the next time that happens, just let them know, hey, let them know what you're really seeing. If they think you look unhappy, and you go, actually, I'm actually quite good. Thank you very much, though. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be a loving moment. That doesn't have to be anything more than someone being concerned, So, Jew Bears, that is your general reading for today. And do you want to see your God cards? Now that I can pay attention to the chat a little bit. Well, thank you very much, Marshmallow. I had to kind of read up on what you said. Santa, I found a rose quartz a little too feminine for my liking. And then I said, oh, you can always pin it on your shirt or something like that. And maybe that's very, very true. Okay? That could be very, very true there. But that's on him for him to decide to what to do with it. He's trying to project it onto you, but you handled it well. You knew what you were doing and all of that stuff. So, then you just put up your shields and put up those safety shields and say, well, no, I'm doing great, thank you. Put it back on him. Put the mirror up to him and go, well, actually, you look more unhappy than I do. Is something going on with you? You know what I'm saying? So there it can be. Yeah, see, there you go. That's all. I don't think it was anything weird. I think it was just he got the wrong message somehow. Now I have a God card message for you as well. If you want to see your 2 cards here, something else you would need to know, maybe about this last reading, maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll find out. So I pose to you that question, Jubers. Do you want to see them? Yes or no, whenever you're ready. If that's the question, here's the answer to that question then. How does he feel about you? I think you remind him of somebody who hurt him a long time ago. That's what I think is kind of going on. He's got this bent up anger inside, this bent up resentment for something, and for some reason you kind of remind him of that part of that life. So he's not angry at you, but he kind of feels that anger about feeling those emotions inside of himself. He doesn't want to feel them any more than projecting them onto you. But you being there somehow reminds him of something. Either your attitude, the way you look. I don't know what it is. It's something about you that. And then sometimes he thinks you need to celebrate more too. He's got a very two-sided version of you, okay? He's got the needs work version and the she should go out more, have more fun. I think she's not having a fun, which is him projecting it onto you of what he actually needs to do for himself, which is get angry and break away all of this anger and let it out is what really needs to happen here. But we can't control what he does, okay? We can only control what we do. So today, do you have an ugly old plate or something ceramic that you can write on that you don't care about, that isn't precious to you in any way, shape, or form, that you can break? I want you to go write everything you're angry about onto that plate, including how he made you feel and how he transitioned all those things onto you. And I want you to break that part apart until you can't see any more of it, okay? But then celebrate your life and know, I am healthy, I am happy, I am ready to celebrate my life. I will be the light that I need, and we will celebrate with the right kinds of people. You might not be one of those people. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of it there. All right, that's your reading for today, Jew Bears. Jing's card. Jing, you are next in line. Jing. Big Uncle is next. Hey, TC is after that. Give me a second before I move on to your reading, Jing. It's a combination of just how you were acting the last week. I don't know if you've been a little bit more assertive lately, where you used to be a lot more quiet and reserved kind of a deal. Or something kind of changed within you a little bit too. Because I know you're healthy, but there's still something that you're working on there. Because that's kind of what I feel. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of a combination of attitude and just your actions and the way you gestured a certain way that kind of triggered. You triggered him. That's all that you did. You just triggered him. That's all that happened. You gave him what we call in the abuse cycle as a trigger. Something bad happened to me when I was little. I can't exactly go into a lot of closets and look out of them for long periods of time. It freaks me out. Okay, and I'm not afraid of enclosed spaces, but closets I can't do. Okay, because that's where I was abused in. So, I can go into a closet and get my shirt. I can stay in there for a couple of minutes. I actually spent a whole hour in a closet once because I didn't want to feel that way about being in the closet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, being more assertive with him triggered him, and that's what got this whole ball rolling. You hit the wrong button kind of a deal. And then that's what kind of reminded you of the old past thing he doesn't like and why he's projecting all those feelings he used to have about that onto you. But you're still strong enough to take it, so don't worry. It's not like you can't handle it anyway. Jing, throw me your numbers. We'll get to your reading. I know what your question is here. I just got to go up and reread it. So, jing, 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 jing. Or if you want to read, I got to go back up a little bit farther than that. Jing, jing, jing. I know you said okay. I thought you said okay. Okay, yeah, what's coming for you? That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. I know it was something like what's coming for you or something like that. So that's basically what's going on. I don't do 10 or... So 2 shuffles, 13th card. You got it. All right, I got it. I forgot. I had a brain fart. So here we go. Cleansing shuffle first, please. Let's get these cards nice and clean here real quick. So they give you the reading you deserve today, Jing. Whoa. Here are your official 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. 13th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th card. What is coming for Jing? So, Jing, you want to know what is coming for we Dewey? I gotta fix the hat. Oh no, you got to see my gray hair. Yeah, whatever. It's not for style points. It's from it's my if you want to consider me in my minister clothes, this is me in my minister clothes basically. Except I wear sweatpants down there instead of nice pants down there. So anyway, Jing, what is coming for us and what we're ready to handle here? I want you to remember that we were in a place where we were ready to make a really big change, so we had to kind of get ready for that change and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And part of the thing that we were working on, if we remember correctly, was that we had to start to build our power a little bit more than we have been doing recently. And just like this heat card is saying, it's time to believe in self again. It's time to take all of that which is bothering you and blow your top off and utterly take anything and all things that are no longer serving you any purpose in your life anymore. And that is going to allow you to start to pave a new road forward, that you want to start to live a life like this. You want to start to live this kind of life and this kind of experience. I'm not going to take it anymore. Either I'm going to get what I want or I got to find somewhere else I can. You know what I'm saying? But I have to be like the volcano. I have to blow my top off. I have to put my street down so that it gets so noticed that no one can walk on that but me because I created it. You know what I'm saying? And when we have all of this power, and right, exactly, we have all of this power. So when we have it, what we are going to be paving that road with is exactly what we've been, hoping to do. Because what are we trying to do in the first place, right, Jing? We're trying to build these walls of safety. Well, if we don't have the concrete or the lava to put the blocks into a shape that can be a home we want to build for ourselves someday, because this lava isn't just going to be used for, little pieces. This road is going to be chopped into blocks that you can turn into your safety walls. A place where you get to start over from scratch, or where you get to begin again. Keeping everything you already have, you're just going to create that new experience by building around that thing in which you want to start to protect. So believing in yourself, putting a brick in that wall. I love the people who are around me, whether they love me back or not. Doesn't matter. As long as they're with me, showing me affection and showing me some kind of reaction here, I'm going to keep them in my life. They can change in where they belong in my life, but these are blocks I need to. I'm just using these as example blocks here, okay? But it's time to start to put those healthier blocks down around you as well. And the reason you're having dreams of earthquakes is because your world is kind of crumbling from underneath you a little bit. Things are starting to change, aren't they? What were we saying about a month ago? What would be kind of happening around this time? Is that coming to fortuition? Is it coming to that line where you're going to have to start to do some of that stuff? I think so, because you're going to have to let some of these emotions that you've been holding back out, that you have to start to remind yourself to let this rain out, in light, happy rain sometimes, in dousing rain sometimes, and sometimes you need to be the storm of the century, okay? Because you need to really let this out. But you get to decide what kind of sky you have in your picture, and you get to decide what happens in your own world. So allow yourself to let the healthy emotions out so they can finally go back to the earth. Gather up what you actually want and need in your life. Because the reason you're going through all of this, Jeannie, is because they want you to start to fill these little holes with actual nutrients now. They don't want these to be holes anymore. These want them to be healed now. So the universe is basically giving you the buffet, and every bite is another thing that you go out and experience, that you go, I like it or don't like it, and some of that will fill some of the holes. Even the bad experiences can block a hole off that you didn't need anymore, because now we've discovered that doesn't have to be a part of our life anymore. And getting those experiences and savoring the flavor of life and really going through all of those motions, because you have to start to live for Jing and who Jing cares about and what do I want to experience, and am I ready to experience something different? Can I put my own passions out there and make sure that I create the kind of path I want? Yes. Can I build the kind of home I want to build now? Do I have the materials for it? Damn straight I do. Now I have to cool all of that off so that I can live inside my new home by letting this emotional rain cool that lava and let it become solid once again, so that I can stand in my new home with this beautiful meal that they have provided for me and allowing me to fill those things that actually need it to be filled, rather than the sugary cakes. But they didn't say you couldn't have the sweeties either. They said you can have the sweets. Just have dinner first. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what they're saying is coming for you in this month. And that is your answer there, Jane. All right, Jing, have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope that served you well. I love you, and have a good day, young lady. Appreciate it. Big Uncle. Big Uncle, it is your turn. It's your turn, Big Uncle. I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle for you right now. All right, Big Uncle, whenever you're ready. If you've been listening, please throw me your numbers. And if you have a question, please put it in chat. And, or if you just want a general reading, tell me you need a general reading, whichever is the case may be. I'm going to take a little bit of a puff break and turn my vibrator back on. I got this new chair, office chair that has a vibrating back support thingy. It's been helping my back pain a little bit lately. So I got to plug this back in here real quick. Because it likes to unplug itself every once in a while. I just wish they had made that cord a little bit longer. Okay, so Big Uncle, let me explain how it works here as well, okay? So here is what I need you to do. First, I need you to decide if you have a question that you would like to know. If that is the case, please put your question into chat. Second, I need you to start to think about how many times do you want me to shuffle this deck. 1 through 10 times. So pick a number 1 through 10. Then after that, think of a number 1 through 52 that best represents what your question is about. Okay? And then I won't count that many cards out, and that's where we will begin your reading on that card. If cards pop out onto the desk while I'm shuffling only, that is when there are a higher power message, like your God cards are trying to tell you something you really need to hear today. I am a very blunt, in-your-face kind of tarot reader. I don't sugarcoat anything. Yada yada, hooty hoo. We know the spiel, right, guys? Oh, God, I need that right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm just waiting for your numbers, and I'm going to enjoy my chair as long as... So if you hear the oh, yes, it's the thing going my back, and going... Honey, I'm giving you back your ring. I can't get it off, damn it. Oh, well. So that's how it works with me. If you're talking about tarot readers in general, oh, then we can talk about that too. All right. So we got 9 shuffles. All right, and then we got one more number when you're ready there. 1 through 52 is the second number. All right, there we go. Now I'm ready. Now I got my numbers, I can do it. All right. No, it's not your turn yet. You're after this one, okay there? Big Uncle is first. I don't know why I did that. Big Uncle, it's still your turn, okay? So 9 shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 God card so far, 8, and 9. Oh, 2 God cards. The 34th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and the 34th card. Since it's your first time here and you didn't have a question, I'm going to give you a general reading unless you tell me what your question is right now. So just say general or pose your question as simply as possible in chat, please. So what do we need to know that we really need to know? Not necessarily what we want to know, but what we need to know. That's what we get here. So, Big Uncle, we are ready, finally ready, to spend all of this change that has happened to us recently. We've been living the changed world for a while now, right? We've been living and picking up as much different things and experiences as we can for a while so we could kind of figure out what we kind of want to do with things, right? Well, now we've gathered up all of this change within ourselves. It's time to go spend this change on some of the things we want. So now it's time to remind yourself that every once in a while you still got to look down for these opportunities that are going to be presenting to you. So what is going to be presenting to you? Just the opportunity for you to grow and become a better person or a better version of yourself. Nothing more, nothing less. You get to pick up what amount of change you're ready for. Pennies, dimes, nickels, or quarters all represent bigger amounts of change. Okay? And as you gather them up, you are able to spend them. But I'm saying now is the time to start to spend that change on something that you are working on currently. What are we doing currently? We are currently working on taking back the control and ebbs and flows of our life. We're not letting anyone tell us how fast or slow we need to go anymore. We're going to go at our own pace. We're going to feed the fire that's right in front of us and work on the thing we are passionate about and the things we want to do with our life right now. We need to fan this fire and keep it healthy and keep it growing. When we need it bigger, we do it faster. When we need it slower, we go slower. Whichever way you need to go is about you taking back the control and cutting off the spider webs of all the people or even voices in our head that are telling us we can't. And what we need to say is, I can, because I have the control. I'm the one here who says what happens in my life. All right? But the thing that's coming for you in the future and the reasons that this is part of your journey is because in the future, you're going to be bringing together a lot of different ingredients. We're going to be making ourselves into what I call the elixir of life. We're going to make ourselves a nice, good, hearty drink that's going to be the ultimate, untapped, always filled, beautiful, wonderful energy of love, light, and everything we want to have in our lives. But we need to start to bring these things together. So we need to take all the good things that we've experienced in our lives and put that in as our sugars. Then we need to take our experiences and things that we've overcome and put that into the mix too. That was our yeast. Then we got to add the bare essentials of who we are as a person and what we want to start to create and put that in that mix too. Then we got to add some spices here or there to make that flavor come out so we can have the taste that we want. And then we've got to let it do one very important thing. It's all got to break down together and so that it can start to do one very important thing, which is fermentate and start to turn into that elixir of light that you want. That elixir of life that you hope you can drink from. So that when you need that energy, when you have that passion and drive, when you're ready to make those goals become manifest in your life, you will have that hearty, nice, good cup at your side, being able to drink all of the energy that you need to do whatever it takes to do what you want to do now. You will have that, but you have to allow it time to kind of come together so that it will be the perfect kind of thing. Remember, there's one last step we need to do, even if we're complete with this section. We need to filter it out so that we don't have all those little pieces in there, do we? All right, but the thing we need to do, and the reason you're going through all of this right now, Big Uncle, is because it is time to release some of these energies that we have been holding back on. We haven't been doing a lot for ourselves. We haven't been doing a lot for what we want to actually do with our lives. The universe is saying, what do you actually want to do right now? We want you to go release all of these things that you need to let out, whatever way you choose to do that. Whether it's going to a gym and getting some boxing experience, or it's going to the ballet to get some culture and some mixture of light sounds and whatever's, it's about the experiences. But it's time to let go of some of these things that you've been holding back of letting go of. So there's one very special thing I would like you to do today, if you're willing to do so. Excuse me. I got a little. All right? And that is, I want you to go find an ugly old rock today out in your yard somewhere. Okay? I want you to pick it up, and I want you to be able to fit in the palm of your hand, not something so big you can't throw it, okay? Don't put any markings on it of any kind, okay? All I want you to do is pick up this rock, and I want you to bring it to a holy place where you are communication with your higher power, and I want you to ask your higher power to fill it with the ultimate black hole that can suck any and all negativity away from me. But there's one thing that I need to let go of and put into this rock that I need to release. Just one thing for right now, the most major thing that you want to let go of. And we are going to take this rock in our palm of our hands, and we are going to pray on this rock to take this thing away from us for at least as long as we need it to be filled, but no more than a year, okay? Then when we are ready and done with this, we're going to seal this rock again with our higher power. We're going to take it to a place we can never, ever get it back. And part of that is that you have to get to a place where you know you couldn't find it even if you wanted to. So when you take that rock in your hand and you're letting go of this one thing and all of that negative energy that you didn't want in your life, I want you to do whatever it takes to release that energy. Yell, scream, laugh, giggle, I don't care what it is. But you're going to take this rock and you're going to go, no more! And let it go. And remind yourself that as soon as it hits the ground, that energy goes back into the earth, back to your higher power. That rock becomes a rock again. So it won't harm anybody else doing this. Then I need you to go do one very special other thing. I need you to go purchase a beautiful rock. Something that you can have with you at any time you need it. Whether it be a piece of jewelry or just the rock itself in your hands, I want you to go buy a beautiful rock. And I want you to take it back to that holy place again. And I want you to pray that to that higher power to put the ultimate loving light. Everything that your faith in yourself, your faith in what you believe in, and your higher power is, put that in that rock and ask for the ultimate rock that will store any and all good energy for you. It won't take it from you. It will just store when you have extra to give. Okay? And you're going to do that for the exact same time that you did for the ugly rock. So if you did it for 3 days, you're going to do it for 3 days for the ugly rock. Just as an example. Okay? And then you're going to keep that rock once you've sealed it. And you're going to pray on that anytime you need this energy and you need this hope back in your life, you take whatever you've purchased or gotten and you say, I need that power, and it will give you exactly what you need. And that is your general reading for today. If you wish to use that, you may. It's up to you how you release your energy. You can do it in any way, shape, or form you feel you are ready for. And then we have 2 God card messages for you as well, Big Uncle. And as I like to say to everybody who gets God cards, this is your higher power reaching out because you said, please give me an answer to something. And you've been asking them for an answer. This is them telling you that answer. But these do kick some spiritual ass. They will sometimes rock your world. So if you're not ready for them, say, no thank you. If you want to see them, say, please show me my cards. Something like that. And then TC, you are next in line. So is that I want to see my cards, I'm ready? Okay. What do your God want you to know today, right? So, all they want you to start to do right now is just embrace all the parts of you. The good, the bad, the uglies, and everything in between. Re-embrace life again. Re-embrace experience again. Re-embrace your feminine and masculine parts of who you are. Whether they're the tiniest bits or not existent, we have them within ourselves. We are just one chromosome away from being different from the opposite sex. So remind yourself that we have all of this stuff within us anyway, and that we need to remind ourselves to embrace ourselves and just love ourselves for who we are today. And be more communicative with what you need in your life physically, mentally, and spiritually. There's just a little bit more of some communication issues between you and some people in your life right now, and even your higher powers, where we need to just work on some healthier communication issues. A little bit more active listening, and then being honest with them and saying, this may hurt your feelings, but I need to be honest with you and tell you how I'm feeling about all of this. And I kind of feel like that's kind of part of the things you need to start to release. Is part of the feelings. I think you'll do it in an appropriate way, but if you need to do it in the get out of my fucking face kind of a way, then do that. All right? But you get to decide what vines communicate with your life and what way you weave in with all of those people, or if you weave with them at all. Right? Just because you have a vine near them doesn't mean you have to communicate with them. Those vines are helping us communicate with ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually above all other things. TC, 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 TC. Hey, TC, it's your turn. Hey, TC, it's your turn. All right, ready to rock and roll. Cleansing shuffle as always. One moment, please. Loading. So we're ready. So you have 3 and 11 general, please. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. You're very welcome, Bingo. I hope my message found you well today. If I did nothing more than give you something to think about today, I greatly appreciate you listening. Have a wonderful day. I wish you well in your journey. Please come back again soon. I appreciate you being here. All right, and TC, we've got those 3 shuffles done. Was it 1 or 2? Hey, TC. I know I did 2, at least 2. Did I do a third? I'm not sure. I forgot. Oops. I'll let you tell me. Do I need 1 more or not? Intuition time. I'll just do 1 more. It's 3 then. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 11th card is on top. I went with my intuition, so I did, I think, 3. You did. Well, it's too late now, but hey, if that's what my intuition said, maybe you needed this then. Maybe this is what you really needed to hear. I think it is. So, we have your reading ready to rock and roll for you, TC. Hey, TC. And one of the things we have been working on is finding this inner power within ourselves and learning how to find our happy and believe in ourselves. And starting to see the benefits of doing that. We're starting to glow inside like we've never been glowing before. It's a new, different experience than what we've been having for a while. We're kind of having to get used to this new positive vibe kind of a thing. We've been living our different kind of a life. It wasn't all negative, but it wasn't completely positive. It was kind of for a while there. And now we're starting to bring up those new, healthier things that are making us glow inside. Our soul is becoming empowered. We are becoming empowered just like this person is right now. What you are currently working on is when you are done and have been done with this for a while now you are currently standing in front of your cliff of all the things you're ready to start to face in fear, and asking yourself, what is the one thing that I need to jump off of the cliff of and take a chance on? And it means that I'm just being a little bit more brave than I have been in the past. We're not asking you to make a giant leap here, but we are providing you a parachute. We are providing you all of the protection down below you need. We just need you to take this leap of faith and trust we've got you. And that's what they're asking you to do right now, is to start to trust and take those chances that you've kind of been afraid to do in the past. We have the power now. Now we have to start to challenge ourselves by saying, what can I overcome with this power? I want to not feel guilty about my past anymore. We're done feeling guilty. We don't want to feel guilty about succeeding either. We don't have to worry about the guilt becoming our future, because we have already started the path to overcome that guilt. Whether it's guilt of feeling something like we've done something wrong because we didn't do anything wrong. It just seems like everything happens to us for some kind of reason, and we think it happened to us because we're bad people. No, it doesn't always happen to you because you're a bad person. It happens to you because you needed to experience those things to shape you into the person you wanted yourself to be. Now that I've understood that, I have to remind myself not to be afraid of success and not be afraid to leave some of these old things that I used to carry along with me go away. That's what we're working on currently in that future here. We are going to be reminding ourselves not to feel guilty for doing good. That is going to be the next biggest goal for you. When trying to find this embracing self, where we love ourselves for absolutely everything and everything. The good, the bad, the uglies, everything in between, re-embracing life again, re-embracing choice and change again, re-embracing carving my own destiny, carving my life into the shape I want it to be, the way I see it I want it to be, and embracing that I have that in the palm of my hands. All I've got to do is say, I love me, I love the world, and I love that I have this opportunity to do this in the first place. And that is your general message for today. You're very welcome. And TC, from your guides that are currently working with you, they just kind of want me to tell you that give it time, appropriate time. You don't need to rush anything. You know that you like to go after things honey badger sometimes. Maybe try to take just a tiny bit slower approach at it this time. When you know you're going to be passionate about it, but take a step back a little bit and just look at it and think about it before you start to do it again. Because you're making new, better choices, but we still have to weigh them against the old choices a little bit. So they want you to kind of be a little bit better with that. That's it. Okay, good. I will see you on Discord soon, okay? Thank you very much. I hope that that helps you and finds you well. And I will look for your direct message and or message on that whenever I can. Oh, you know what? That's okay. I understand, TC. I appreciate you being here. I know that life happens sometimes. Yeah. And you know what? Things are starting to ramp up for you because changes are coming. So you're going to get a little bit busy. Things are going to the opportunities are there. Strike while the iron's hot, as we like to say sometimes, you know. Because we don't know. My next days off is on the weekend. That's when I do all my private stuff. Oh, well, hey, schedule them. Take them up. Go put in the request tomorrow. Get a day off. Request it now. Get it in there so you can say that the next time, whatever day is appropriate for you to take a day off, this next weekend, take vacation, whatever you have to do, give yourself a nice little vacation break. You need that too. All my days are days off. I do this for fun. I don't have a job. This isn't my job. This is what I do because I want to do it. This isn't, you know, yeah. Well, we wanted that opportunity. We got that opportunity, but we had to earn it, didn't we? 50. Oh. So now that we've done the hard thing, we need to take the rest of this in and get ourselves some recouping spoons here so that we can go back and do it somewhere else in the future. We know we're capable of that now. Now we have to kind of grow into that a little bit, right? Yeah. But real life is coming first right now. Streaming, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice between what, if you want the concrete one. Okay. Well, I don't have anybody else here right now. If you have time right now, we can talk about it right now. We can end the tarot reading for a while and just do it just chatting for the rest of it. I'm cool with that. We're closing the queue. We're talking with TC. Okay, what do you need to know about spell work? Oh, you have to sleep. Well, that's okay then. Sorry that you have to sleep right now. I just said if you have the time available, but go get your rest, go get your sleep. That's more important right now. All right? So, like you said, if you want to start to, schedule a time when you have time off, get it scheduled in now so you can look forward to that time off, and then you can let me know when those days are. Okay? And then we'll work together. And I won't charge for that stuff. So we'll just work on it. Okay? I help people with their spiritual journeys too. I don't always charge money to do it. So and just when you're ready, I know you'll tell me, okay? But until then, do what you need to do and stay safe for you. Don't overwork yourself. Take days off, even if you need to take a couple of days off before you come in here again and say, I'm ready to do that kind of work, because that's going to be work too. You know that, right? Well, it would be a different kind of work, though. Well, you know what? I'm kind of wondering if I can see if one of my friends is out there right now. Maybe we'll reopen readings for a tiny bit. Or maybe we'll go show someone some much needed love. Oh, we could go show some love to Royal. She always needs some views. You guys like playing really laid back kind of games? Well, we're going to give it someone else a little bit more time, so we're going to just go back to... I'll reopen the queue a little bit here. I just got to get the right bot open. Because I honestly thought you had time to do that at that moment, so that's why I did that. Okay. Queue's open. Do you have any chamomile tea at all? I would go buy yourself some chamomile tea and steep it for at least 15 minutes before you drink it. So, if you want help with your sleep, I'm pretty sure chamomile tea is what your guides are telling me will help you right now with that. So I'd go get some like a bedtime tea, whatever works best for you. Like you need something like a tea before bedtime. Not only do you need the heat, but you need the nutrients that are in that specific flower. So chamomile would be the best one for you for sleep right now. And just, it could be chamomile with raspberry or some kind of fruit flavor or something like that. Something that's going to kind of bring up those taste buds a little bit too, So you kind of need that last night to I would look into it. I think it will help your sleeps a lot. And then before you go to sleep every night, I want you to take at least 15 minutes to just sit quietly with your eyes closed. Don't be worried about sleeping. Just sit quietly. Let all the things that have to come out of you come out. And then when you are done with that 15 minutes, you're going to let them go. And then you're going to go to sleep. I have sleep issues. I know all about the sleep tricks. So I will let you know any and all things I can do to help you with that. So if you ever need more help with the sleepy stuff, let me know. I will definitely help you with that. Because not only do I have sleep apnea, but I have chronic insomnia on top of it sometimes. So I already tried to do this. All right. Okay. As always here to help, guys. Even if it's not about your reading, even if it's not about what you're going through on a spiritual level, I'm still here to help you. Yeah, exactly. And that's why you don't have a lot of time right now. Because most of this is designed to tell you what you are willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. And you're kind of testing your boundaries. What you're capable of, what you're not capable of, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all a part of this process you're going through right now. So go get some sleep tonight. I want you to take this time to close your eyes with me for just a minute. And we're going to do something for ATC and anybody else who needs it. Your meal is here. One moment. I'll be right back. Move it, Fuzzball. Okay. Do you have 15 minutes you can spare before we go tonight there, ATC? This one's going to be easy for you. In fact, I think we need something to remind us exactly what we do need to do. This will help you sleep tonight, okay? So first things first, I want you to gather up in your mind anything you are feeling bad about, anything you're angry about, anything you're frustrated by, anything you feel that you don't need right now. Oh, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Guess what? We're going to store up all of this bad energy, all this stuff that we are holding back within ourselves right now, ATC, and we are going to take all of this energy in the palm of our hands. You know what we're going to do with it? We're going to yell, scream, or do whatever it takes to let go of all of this tension. This is your tension-breaking moment. I hope you're doing it with me. And now I want you to take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, slowly through the mouth. In through the nose, slowly through the mouth. In through your nose, slowly out your mouth. And now we need to do the exact opposite of what we just did. We need the second part of this little challenge that I give to you all day, every day, guys. You'll never believe what we need to do. Now, I want you to pretend like you are 5 years old for 5 whole minutes. Whoop, 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 whoop. We got another one. We got another one. It is time for our moment of silly. So I want you to gather back all of those joys that you've let out into the universe. Every time you felt happy, every time you felt fulfilled, every time you felt empowered, every time you felt like you needed to break, you needed to have a moment for yourself, and you just needed to do one very simple thing. I'm 5. This is your moment of silly. And I wish it would clear. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't stay like I might have to move that now. Okay, moment of silly. Or where is the... So I want you to start doing that a little bit, and then in the morning do it again before you go out for work for the day. It will help you stay in that positive mode. You're letting go of that negative energy. You're bringing in the happy. And now that your body has expressed both things and both emotions, you'll start to feel slightly tired, and allow that to let you get to sleep tonight, my friend. So I hope that helps you very well. I know you can't see me, but I'm still here. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, where is it? Points.
Anything else?
I forgot to eat my apple the other day.
Well, aren't you a dork?
Oh, there we go. Fixed it.
That was fixed a long time ago.
Yeah, you know.
And now somebody's got to repair what somebody fixed.
Yeah, because it broke down again, because we all break down.
No, because the person who fixed me didn't know what they were doing.
Okay.
Oh, that's your chair.
Yep.
I thought there was like a Goodyear blimp over us or something.
My wife heard my chair vibrating, and she thought we were having like a Goodyear blimp go over our heads or something like that. So I was like, nope, just, she says, oh, it's just your chair. So I hope that helps you today there, everybody out there. Let's see, who do we got here? Who do we got here? Who do we got here?
You got me.
My wife is in the room. Got any chips or anything I can have?
What is this? Mixed fruit?
That works. How you doing after Christmas ended? I did okay. I don't celebrate Christmas though. I celebrate Yule. You know what? It was a hard fought night. Those reindeer are tired, man. Whew, that was a lot of work. Ho, ho, ho. Call me Santa again. Ray? I don't have to ask you if you've been a good boy or a good girl this year. Let's see. Let me check my list. We'll find out later. I've got to talk to your parents first.
And then your grandparents.
Pineapple. It says fruit mix, but there's a ton of pineapple in here. Many blessings to you, Hey TC. Thank you very much. Have a great day. A great rest, please. Go get some rest tonight. I send you many energies to have the most restful, peaceful night's sleep that energizes you in the morning when you wake up today. I give you this blessing. Let's just throw all the cookies on the pile. Okay, when you're ready, reach out, okay? I ain't going anywhere. Oh, okay, Ray. Hermes is not a guide, it's his god. His guides are different than his gods. Do you want me to communicate with gods for you, Ray? Or do you want me to communicate with, Okay. Yeah. Hermes is a god that he wanted to work with. Those are gods, not guides. Guides are different. They're the ones that are more in your life right now. Gods only can do so much. They can help guide you in certain ways, but if you want more in what's happening in the world right now, those are the guides. Those are the ones that kind of the gods help tell you what you need to do, okay? And if you have good communication between all of them, and your guides are basically your higher self is part of that as well. So you always got to take that into account, that you're talking to your higher self as well when you're doing that, because that's an elevated state of who you are. You know, you are among the gods when you are that person, you know. But I can help you with that. I am now officially done with readings, though. I'm closing the queue out for today. Officially now. We're just going to have a chatting stream from now on. And I'm just kind of waiting to see who's on right now and kind of see who I want to pick for a raid.
Hey, is Lewis on?
Let me go see. If he is, maybe we'll go there.
Hey, there's one.
No. Ooh. No, we're going here. That's where we're going. We're going to go bring you to one of my other good friends. She is an amazing, heart. She has the most kindest heart, the most infectious laugh. She is definitely one of my favorite people on Twitch. Amongst a lot of people, we're going to go say hi to Venora Darkwolf and give her a raid. We haven't raided her for a while. So we're going to go say hi to her. She was going to play some Lethal Company with her community and stuff like that. And I'm going to give her a shout out real quick and let you know where we're going. All I'm asking for all that I've done for you, all those in lurk mode, to come spend a little bit of time with me, with her, so that you can show her at least 5 to 10 minutes of love. Get to know her before you just say, I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? So I would really recommend. She's a variety game streamer. She likes to play a lot of horror games or survival games of that kind. She's the dark princess of Twitch, I swear. She's the most beautiful soul you'll ever meet. But she is definitely a vibe, guys. We're going to go show her some love today. And we're going to get the heck out of here, okay? And for you, Ray, one thing you need to know about what your gods want you to do right now is work on self more than anything. And God wants, Aries wants to work with you. Who was the other one? And what's her name? Persephone? Is it Persephone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Persephone as goddess. So we are going to go show some much needed love to my girl, you guys gotta join the frog pond, okay? My stars are very welcomed in the frog pond. So we're gonna go rivet our way over there. I love you guys so much. So if you're still here, Ray, hopefully you heard my message for you. And now we can go do the old hi, hello, how are you kind of a thing. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Please stick around for the old Rady. Thank you again. I will see you guys tomorrow at my normal time.
Let today be your best day ever. Make your fortune and future be all that it could be. See you tomorrow. Love you.